Hey guys, welcome back to the channel here at DTI Network, where we are helping you with building your personal credit, your business credit, and also showing you how you can leverage the bank's products so that you can acquire assets and also be able to take advantage of using the bank's credit cards to travel the world with off of their reward points. This is something that's very special and dear to my heart. So I want to be able to make sure I deliver this content for you, and hopefully it resonates with some of you guys that are out there that are needing this type of information. If you do find that this information is resonating with you, please just hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so that we can continue to be able to deliver this kind of content to you. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about Navy Federal and how I was able to help a couple of my friends be able to get high limit credit cards, the highest limited credit cards that they'd ever gotten before, and how you can do the same. So this is a strategy that took a couple of months, but we finally got it together. Each particular person had their own scenario, but what we were able to first do with each of them is repair their credit reports so they had no negative items on their credit reports. So that was step one. That means we don't want to have more than 2 to 3 hard inquiries reporting on their credit report. So anything that was not tied to an open account, we made sure we disputed and we had it deleted off of the credit report because it was reporting inaccurately. The second thing we did was any kind of other negative items, any collections, any kind of late payments that shouldn't have been on their credit reports, any inaccuracy that was on their credit reports, we disputed and we got those off of there so they had a nice, clean credit report going forward. The second thing, we actually, on one of my clients, she still had one negative item that was old, and we were still able to get her approved for $20,000 credit card limit. The first one, so I'll go over her situation first. This situation, we were able to get her a $20,000 credit card limit. The highest credit card that she had on her credit profile was not even but $5,000. So Navy Federal was really gracious in extending a $20,000 credit card to her. So that was very, very special and very, very advantageous for her. And I'm going to show you and talk to you about some of the things that we also did after we got the credit card. So one of the first things that we did after we got all the negative items was we put 2 authorized users on her account, 2 authorized users with very long age. One of the ages was 5 years. The other one was 15 years plus, and with credit limits of $10,000 and $20,000 on those. So an authorized user, if you don't know what that is, look at some of the other videos, but basically she was able to piggyback on somebody else's credit cards that had good age, meaning they've had them for a long time, and good credit limits. So that was the next key. We wanted to make sure she had a nice thick profile that had good trade lines reporting on it. See, when we run the application through Navy Federal, they're just looking at the algorithm. There's nobody there that is actually like the underwriter who is making that decision. If the algorithm looks good, then they're going to get approved. And that's what the situation was here. And knowing that information is how we were able to strategically make sure her credit profile matched everything it needed to do to get approved. Even with that one blemish that she had on her credit report, we were still able to get it approved. Navy Federal works off of really taking care of their members. So if you have a good internal score with them, they will bypass some of the other negative things you might have on your credit report. That's why I highly encourage everybody to be able to, if you're starting to build your credit, Navy Federal is a great bank to be able to do that with. So we did a couple of things with her. So after I got the authorized users on her account, we also got her a pledge loan. And I have a video about talking about how to utilize and get a pledge loan in my previous Navy Federal video. So I highly recommend that you take a look at that. But we got her a secured loan basically. And I made sure she also got direct deposit with Navy Federal and opened up a checking and a savings account. Okay, so now we've really seasoned and built this internal score for 2 to 3 months with Navy Federal. Now it's time to apply, right? So the one good thing is that she has a good job and she's been there for many years. And now her credit profile, it looks way better and she has a thicker profile at that. Now, some people may go directly to the website and try to apply or even call over the phone and apply. That is not the way to do it. I highly recommend you use your Navy Federal phone app, right? The reason why we want to use the app is we want to make sure that we can get approved first. And if you use the app on your phone, it'll be a soft pull, meaning you won't get hit with the hard inquiry on your credit profile if you use your phone. So that's what we did. I had her log in and I walked her through the steps of how to get in and apply for the credit card using her phone app. In less than 2 minutes, she was seeing the approval that she got approved for $20,000, just like that. So it's about the strategy. And it's also about knowing how and what to do. So by watching these type of videos, you'll also now have some of the knowledge that you need to be able to do the same thing. And if you need help, I highly recommend you join our school group community where we'll have like-minded individuals that you can ask questions to. And even myself will be in that group narrating and making sure everybody is safe and everybody has a place where they can get information and information is flowing freely. So the link will be in the description below. It's our VIP school group. Right now, it's currently free, so I highly recommend you take advantage of it. I want to now talk to you about the second scenario. The second scenario was with a friend of mine who actually she had a good clean profile, but she needed to build up her profile to make it thicker. She was on her parents' accounts as authorized users, and she needed to put some more primary accounts on her account. So we started off by getting her also a pledge loan. As a matter of fact, she got two. She got two pledge loans, one for $8,000 and another one for over $10,000 with Navy Federal. She let those hit her credit report so that those are now reporting on her credit report. She also got a checking account with them, a savings account with them, and then made transactions through the bank to help build out her relationship with Navy Federal. And then shortly after that, we went and we applied for her, and she was also approved, but she was actually approved for $25,000. And the crazy part about that is my first person that I had run it, she actually made more in income than the second person, but the second person got higher credit limit with the Navy Federal credit card. So that was very, very impressive. Very happy about that. We got her the cash rewards card. So the next card is going to be the flagship that we apply for. And now my goal is to teach them how we get credit line increases and then also go back and apply for the flagship after we've exhausted our credit line increases, because Navy Federal will let you get up to 80,000 an 80,000 credit limit. So that's their total exposure. So 80,000 is what the goal is going to be for them. And also, we're not going to stay there. We have some other strategies we're going to help them with to help build out their credit profile as well. They both like to travel, and that is one of my expertise. So I'm going to teach them how we can get them some cards that will allow them to be able to use the reward points to be able to travel for free. All right. So, at any rate, I want to share that with you guys. There's a couple little tips that you guys can use if you're looking to build out your relationship with Navy Federal. Once again, it's make sure you use the app when you apply. It's a soft pull. You'll see if you're pre approved right away. That's number one. Number two, make sure you're building out your relationship with Navy Federal. Get a pledge loan, get a secured loan, get the checking account, get the savings account so that you can build out your relationship. All right. Well, that's all I have for you today. Those are two examples. I put a couple of the approvals in the video so that you guys can see those approvals that we got just this last month. And we're working on a few others. If you're looking to be able to become a member in Navy Federal and you want some guidance or you want some other insight, once again, click the link below and become part of the school group community. We'd love to be able to share this information with you there. We can go in more detail there than what we can do here online on YouTube. But nonetheless, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for. Hey guys, one last thing before I let you go. I forgot to mention, I'm going to try and recap this real quick, is there's some things you should also know that Navy Federal has going on right now, and that is they're giving 1.75% back for cash back rewards. So you get 1.75% on all the items that you're using the card for. That is really good. So you're actually making money to use the card. The other thing is there's no annual fee. That's huge because most of the cards nowadays have an annual fee. Navy Federal does not have an annual fee on this cash rewards card. One of the other benefits, if you love traveling, is that there's no foreign transaction fee. I find that to be very helpful when I'm traveling overseas. There's no foreign transaction fees, and that's it's really good to be able to have. And then the last part that's really nice to be able to have with this card is that there's no balance transfer fee. So if you have a balance on one of your other cards, you can transfer that balance onto this card and it actually be able to help you boost your credit score. So this is what I mean. Let's say you have a $2,000 balance on one of your other cards and it's making your utilization go above 50%. You can actually take the balance that's on that card, transfer it over to the Navy Federal card where you have a $20,000 credit limit, and that card can absorb that kind of a balance because you're right under that 10% threshold that actually can start hurting your credit score. So by doing the balance transfer, you're actually raising your credit score. You're still building the relationship with Navy Federal because they don't mind you having the 10% utilization on their side, and you're going to be making payments to pay that down. So now you're also helping build your internal score with Navy Federal, because once you pay that down and you have some more transactions on that one, you can request a credit line increase. So it's doing a number of different things, and these are the kind of strategies that we like to be able to help you with at DTI Information Network. We will help you if you have some of these challenges of reducing your debt, getting you into other credit cards, and help you show you how you can get into other credit cards where they have more favorable terms, or it's that they have a higher credit limit so that you can reduce your utilization and not be in utilization hell, which weighs your credit scores down. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that to you guys because it's a really big gem, a really big benefit. There's also one other last thing. If you don't necessarily have to do a balance transfer, let's say you need cash. This is a strategy that you can use to be able to take cash off of your Navy Federal card. You can actually get their debit. It's a debit rewards card. So basically it's a gift card, like a debit gift card. You can get their debit gift card and you can actually take money off of your credit card and put it into this debit gift card that you can actually have and use for cash if you want to be able to use it for cash that they allow. Now there is a threshold of only being able to take out $600 per day, but it's really great because there's no fees attached to it. So you don't get any fees when you take your money off for the $600 a day. Now, if you need more amounts of money, it will take you some days to be able to rack up to that. but I just wanted to be able to let you know that that is one other option that you can actually use to take money off of your credit card without having to do some of the other things that you hear online with manufactured spending and being able to invoice businesses and invoice yourself and all that kind of craziness. This is a legal way and a safe way that you can actually take money off of your credit card and be able to utilize it in the form of cash without getting hit with fees. So I hope that resonated with you. If it did and you have never heard stuff like this before and you want more information like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to subscribe to our DTI Information School Network while it's free. All right, that's it. Signing out.